All right, so it feels like everybody is mad about something.
Yeah.
I guess the question really is like, are we actually upset or do we just really enjoy being outraged?
Hmm.
All right, and welcome back to another episode of Hashtag Unfiltered because someone had to say it. I'm Todd Erickson.
And I'm Carrie Norris.
And today we are coming to you guys with a big one. We want to talk about what's currently happening now. And so hopefully you guys don't get mad about some of the stuff that we're going to talk about today. But at the same time, I guess I kind of just don't care. Is hashtag unfiltered.
Hashtag unfiltered.
But serious question. Why does it always feel like everybody is angry all the time now?
Because they are.
I don't get it. I feel like every time I open up social media,
someone is ranting.
Yeah, they're either fighting over a parking spot or they're fighting over a chicken sandwich.
You know what my favorite is if you're part of like Jacksonville is at it again, it's someone's car and they're like, you're driving crazy. You know, there are other people that are trying to be safe out here.
I saw a video on Jacksonville side again the other day in the Chick-fil-A parking lot, and they were filming two people arguing right there in the parking lot because someone pulled out in front of them.
Oh, did you see the McDonald's one where the cops got called?
Oh, I did see that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Insane. Anyways.
I don't get it. But I do want to ask, and viewers and listeners, I want you to ask yourselves this too. Like, was it always this bad?
I don't feel like it was.
I don't feel like it was either.
I do feel like the internet has intensified it though. Like
Absolutely.
You have a platform to go on and talk all the crap you want without any repercussions. Like,
I'm so sorry. I'm having to readjust my mic here.
Yeah, I feel like there's no repercussion anymore there's no repercussion for like people just going on the internet and just talking smack. And then the worst thing that can happen is you get blocked. That's it.
I do think social media has amplified it a ton. And I think it makes it even more advanced just because of the fact of who our newer generation is.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that the newer generation is softer, but yes, things are done a little bit more softer now than they used to be.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
Back then, it used to be very, very intense. I mean, I can tell you even just from the military alone, the things that they used to do in the military that you could never get away with doing now.
Yeah.
But it's so enhanced. I mean, it's either, like I said earlier, it's either we're fighting over a parking spot, celebrity drama that doesn't involve us.
Oh, yeah.
A chicken sandwich or the reflective pool. Like, there's always something for someone to argue about.
Yeah. Because everybody forgets that you are entitled to your opinion, but whoever you're arguing with is also entitled to their opinion. So unless you can have proper communication on trying to be open-minded to seeing someone else's point of view, it's just all you're getting is bickering back and forth. That's it.
I just don't understand why we feel that it's necessary to argue with strangers. People that you don't even know.
I don't know, but sometimes I get sucked in. I can't stop reading it. If one comment has 487 comments on it, I'm reading 487 comments because I want to know what they're going to say.
So I did that this weekend, actually. It's crazy that you say. I can't even remember what it was that I was reading. Actually, it was. I think it was something government-wise.
Yeah.
And every now and again, I'm just curious what the comments are. And so I get stuck in tunnel vision, just scrolling and reading. And the more I read, the worse it is. And then you see the ones where someone has left a comment, but there's 27 replies under it. And I'm like,
yeah. We're reading them. We're reading them.
Let me sideline and look at these ones first.
It's crazy. It's the internet.
Do you think that a lot of it is because people feel pressured to pick a side?
No. Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
I feel like people ain't been punched in the mouth more often, then that's why they just get on there and they run their mouths. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, mama, stop slapping their children. And all of a
they
sudden,
ain't been popped in the mouth, so they just are unhinged out here on the internet.
And now everyone's saying, I said what I said.
Yeah. If it gets leaked, I said what I said. But it's like, really? Are you really about that life? Or would someone pop you in the mouth and then you would go press charges?
That. Very much that. Very much that.
I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, look, I know I've been saved by God, but if I just went to her house and I said, you punch me first and then I'm going to punch you back, but we have to sign a contract that we can't press charges against each other. I really feel like we could work this out.
But
like,
it's the fact that we even have to have that kind of conversation because it used to be you roll up on
roll up,
someone's house.
and it is what it is.
all
And
your
you guys
friends
fight it out.
jumping
and
out the
then,
car.
Yeah. And then you move forward.
We did. I remember. Look, it ain't no different than back then when people would get jumped by like 5 people on the bus.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been on a bus when someone got jumped, and I was like,
I was the one jumped.
oh, oh, gosh.
Okay, so short story. I lived in High Point, North Carolina. Was not the best place when I lived there.
Mhm.
And I just remember getting off of the bus and there being 5 kids rolling up on me. And everyone else that got off of the bus with me, they saw these kids and they all went this way. And I had a straight shot walking home. And I had one in front of me, one behind me, and 2 on the sides. And was not pretty.
Mm.
And then I get home and I just remember my mama, she was like, get your ass in the car. We're going down there.
Good. Yeah, that's what Mama should have done.
But I had like
That's what
blood clots and shit coming out.
See, that is how I was raised. I remember there was a girl running her mouth. She had worked at a grocery store, and my aunt and my uncle were checking out, and they called me, and they're like, hey, this girl's running her mouth. And I was like, okay, cool. Mom's like, hey, we're just gonna, because it started in school, and she would say things to me as she got like really far away from me. And my mom said, that's fine. Don't fight her in school. We'll roll up to her job. And
Your mama said that?
Oh, yeah. My mom was going to take me to the grocery store, and we were going to fight it out.
All right, mama.
And then the next day at school, guess who got called to the principal's office? And you know what? I walked in. I said, Mr. Foster, if I'm going to get expelled for...
Expelled? Expelled and suspended.
Together. You know I like to make words up. If I'm going to get expelled, then I'm going to hit her right here because we were both in there. And I said, and then you can call my mom. He's like, no. Nobody's getting in trouble. I'm like, well, if I'm going to get expelled for my mom going to take me up there, you can go ahead and call my mom now.
Yeah.
And after that girl never had a problem with me. I'm about that life. Well, I'm not about that life no more because I found Jesus.
By the way, you guys, come in 2027, we'll be selling Carrie's dictionaries on Amazon.
Y'all know I just get to talking and rambling. I start putting words together. It is what it is.
I love it though.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
She said what she said.
I said what I said. And you want to show up and fight me, do that. Cancel culture right here. Cancel Carrie. She doesn't know how to proper grammar.
Whatever. You guys either like us or you don't. But you clearly like us because you're listening. And I'm going to pull a line from Cardi B. If you listening, you clearly do it. It's only benefiting us.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Okay, but getting back on page, something else is I just want to know like why people can't just say, I don't know enough about that.
Oh, that's my favorite thing to say now.
But you know what I mean? Like instead of arguing about something where you don't know all the information, that's why I asked you earlier, do you think that people feel pressured to pick a side? Because I feel like there has been times when I've had conversations with people and they ask me, like, where'd you get your information from? And I'm real bad because I'll be like, from Facebook.
Yeah.
And everyone, you can't believe everything you see.
I agree. I don't know if they're pressured to pick a side, but I do believe that if you don't know the facts and like to be able to have an open conversation, you should not speak on it. If you've only gotten bits and pieces from social media, TikTok, Facebook, or whatever, you should not.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is I heard this, I heard that.
Yeah.
And then it starts like the whole telephone game and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, the original story ain't nothing like what's out there in the world.
And the things that like I feel like we all have like some type of street smart, right? Everything on the internet is not real. Everything on the internet is not real. And you guys watch the news and these Facebook news reels and stuff like that, and y'all just automatically think that's what it is. Y'all start believing it, and then they control you and the narrative that you're putting out on social media or how you live your life. It's crazy.
Well, and I think it's real hard, too, because I know we said that we weren't going to touch much on religion and politics.
Mm-hmm.
Being on this podcast, but I feel like it's really hard too because if you were talking about the now, that's where a lot of it is coming from.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like on one hand you have people that are like, well, I heard it straight from the horse's mouth because they said it on live TV.
Yeah.
But the thing is what you're catching on these media outlets is snippets.
Yep.
And these snippets are then pieced together, and then before you know it, you've got a whole.
It's just like reality TV. Like if you ever speak to
or
someone
celebrity drama.
Yeah, they'll tell you like they only clip the parts that get them the most views without knowing the whole context of the conversation.
Look.
And they paint these individuals. Okay.
Some of them enjoy
So
it, though.
little
Let's
fun-
just put that out there. Some of them enjoy it.
So, a fun little fact, I got reached out to, whenever like I went TikTok famous, or viral, not
Oh,
famous.
yeah, this one was almost a celebrity.
I was contacted by a gentleman from Bravo, and he was like, "Hey, we're doing interviews for a new dating show coming up, and we're looking for single moms." And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "I'd love to have an interview with you." And I called Leah, and I was like, "Leah, what do you think?" And she was like, "They portray what they want you to look like."
Yeah, it would have hurt
And
you more than you would have gotten out of it.
you are so centered with like your morals, values, and character. Are you going to be okay if they snip pieces and make you look like a bad person? And I was like, oh no, like I don't want to do that. So I winded up messaging the gentleman, and I was like, hey, I'm not going to go through with the interview. Like, I just don't think that that is something. And also in my job, she was like, well, I can't guarantee you'll have a job when you come back in 3 months. And I was like, well, the salary that they're going to pay me is a lot. But then the money does not outweigh the way they portray you on TV. So,
Well, and it would take a lot for you to have to come back from that, too, because I've seen a lot of people that have been scarred from it.
Yep.
Or have went on a show and didn't get out of it what they thought they were going to get out of
Yeah.
it. That's why I think a lot of the children's stars are coming out now and speaking
Yeah.
out publicly, because all that stuff was in secret of the shit that went
Yeah.
down. But here nor there, I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about, because if anyone has seen The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives,
Mhm.
they have blatantly put it out there that they only pick the good parts that
Yeah.
they want to
Mhm.
post. Go ahead.
If you know anything, there was during my summer of me being single, one of the summers, I had connected with a reality TV star, and they were telling me that when they record, if you say something, like genuinely say something, they'll be like, hey, stop. They don't roll the cameras all the time. They'll be like, say that again. Oopsies. Say that again. And then it's
Not as genuine.
It's not as genuine. Or they obviously snip the parts to make you look like a villain if that's what they're wanting you to do. So I was not up for them to paint a character of me and it be broadcasted off over national television. Not happening.
So what do you think are some things right now that we're seeing a lot of people getting angry and outraged over?
Politics.
Well, politics for one, absolutely. Definitely cancel culture.
Dancing with the Stars. Like, people argue about if Whitney Levitt was the best or if Alex Earl was the best.
She was the best.
Who? Which one? Whitney?
Whitney was the best.
I did like Whitney's dancing, but I honestly think Alex Earl was better than her.
In my defense, I actually watched Dancing with the Stars before I watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. So I didn't. The thing is, I think that's where a lot of people's mindsets too. I feel like we're going down a rabbit hole, but I feel like a lot of people already had their mindset on Whitney before she went on the show. So that
because
played
of
in.
how Mormon Wives portrayed her to be.
Correct, but here's what I will say: that did not affect her dancing.
No,
that bitch can dance.
She was really good.
Oh, so good.
Really, really good. But I do think, I don't know, there was just something about Alex and the way. I feel like Whitney.
Alex was really good too.
Okay, I feel like Whitney's a good dancer, but her dancing showed TikTok. I feel like Alex showed more. I don't know, because I don't know dance, but
I think you're
feel-
wrong. I think Alex didn't start getting good until the very end.
No way.
Yeah, she didn't
No
start out that
way.
way. Whitney almost came out
Where
with
are my
hints in the
Alex
beginning.
girls at? I need y'all to jump on right now. No, I'm not saying that I don't think Whitney's good. I just think the way Whitney dances was very TikTok.
Well, that's very
and very
in right
theatrical. Yeah, right. But that's just what, and I feel like Alex danced more like a dancer. The way you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't really show a lot of motion, and I feel like sometimes dancers
She
don't.
looked dead in the face.
Yeah, a lot of the time. And then
I'm gonna have to clip that picture.
And then you have like Whitney, who's like straight like TikTok cheerleader over there. I loved her. Like, I'm not saying
Girl had some Shakira hips. Her hips were not lined.
I loved watching. I did like. I would wait weekly to watch Whitney dance.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. Whitney was better.
No,
Alex is good, but Whitney was better.
No.
Okay, fine. Agree to disagree.
Okay,
Okay.
to disagree.
I remember when people could just disagree and then move on with their lives.
Mhm.
But I feel like after people listen to this episode, there's going to be people siding with you and siding with me.
Yeah.
And more than likely, they're probably going to side more with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. They always do. Every time I get feedback, they're like, I agree with Carrie.
Yeah.
Fine.
People know what I'm talking about, though, about the whole Whitney and how her dance style. There we go. Her dance style is very TikTok because that's what she is made on,
Well,
right?
speaking of her,
I just flipped my
Facebook,
hair.
I
and
saw an interview where she left the show
Mm-hmm.
and now she's starting up Whitney Levitt Productions.
Oh.
I was about to say Levy Productions. Levitt Productions.
I'll give it to her. She's a businesswoman.
So respect records.
I never hated Whitney on Mormon Wives.
How can you hate someone who's wanting to go after a dream that they've had? Did she use the show possibly to make that happen? Probably. I'd have probably done the same damn thing.
Yeah.
You're talking about competing with 6 other women on that same show. How do you stand out?
Mm-hmm.
You're either the bitch or you're the innocent one.
True.
Or you step out and you follow your goals.
And I think when people step out and follow their goals, I think the backlash is the jealousy. And that is where the bad names come from. And when you're an influencer, you can influence all these people that are following you to hate this one person for following her goals. When in reality, I don't know her, but what she portrays is she's just a woman chasing her goals.
Yeah. I feel like this is why I can't watch Love Island or X on a Beach because I don't know if I can get down with that.
Those are really not my shows. I tried to like binge Love is Blind whenever it like did Charlotte. Well, I didn't binge it. I watched it.
Love is never blind. I'm sorry.
And I don't know.
How many of those relationships actually work out?
There is one from the Charlotte
one out of how many seasons?
There is one from the Charlotte one, and I follow them, and they're probably one of my favorite like reality.
Wait, we had a Charlotte one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. It's probably one of my favorites, or favorite couples. They are just so in love. Right. Good gracious.
It never fails, you guys. Carrie does not know how to not leave this table alone.
They are highlight reels, but they were on the show overly in love with each other, and it just has grown so much via social media. How in love they are. But yeah,
nice.
They're from they had a Charlotte one like 2 seasons ago.
Wow.
Well.
Okay, some of the other ones that I've noticed too
Mm-hmm.
is neighborhood social media groups. That's a big one. Like we have to get off of the celebrity drama for a minute and jump on to something else.
Hang on, I gotta tell you this. It is about a neighborhood.
Okay.
Social media page.
Remember, not everyone is local that's listening.
Listen, okay. So I used to work for an agent, and we sold a buyer a house, and I requested to be in the group, in the community page, because I wanted to see this lady start a lot of drama, and she did.
Oh.
And Neighborhood Watch, if you do anything wrong, she's putting it in the group, and I click on the comments and I just read, and
that's how I feel about the cheaters page. And then the only reason I'm in that page is because someone had told me one of my clients was in there. And I was like, let me go see what's happening. And then now I'm just in there. I've never taken myself out of the group. And so it's just like, now you see when someone posts somebody new that's local, people just go ham on that person.
You know what's crazy?
Or they tear them down.
I'm part of, which I don't even know. I literally, this is why I'm in it, because I like reading the comments. And I like watching who is getting posted. I'm in like Are We Dating the Same Guy pages. Okay.
Why?
Listen, girls will post these pictures, and underneath they will just destroy these men. And okay, this is my opinion on these sites. It is one thing if it is, hey, he's a predator. Here's his rap sheet. Like he has an assault on a female, or he's this or he's that, right? But if someone just doesn't want to go out with you, does not give you the right to post them in social media and then bash them and have other people bash them, that is not okay. And I feel like that is what we see on these, like, Are We Dating the Same Guy? Or they'll be like, hey, I'm talking to this guy. He's recently ghosted me, blah, 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 blah. But you guys are just talking. Like, people are allowed to date around. Like, I don't think people understand the difference between like dating, which is like dating multiple people,
and
to
commitment.
try and commitment. There's two different things on that. So I watch these social media pages where they just tear these men down, and one of them that was a friend of mine that I play softball with. He's like constantly getting posted in this thing, and he's like, I literally was like, I am not interested in you, and then I get posted in this page that I'm just this POS.
At that point, I would have just started posting my own thirst traps in that page on purpose,
Well, you
just
can't
to stay
get in
relevant.
there unless you're a girl, and then there'll
Catfish.
people that'll screenshot it from there and then put it in Jacksonville's at it again, and then the girls are fighting in the are we dating the same guy because they're like, there's a rat in here, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, I'm glad I'm married. This is wild.
I love when someone does a post like that. It gets a lot of commentary on it, and it gets out of control, and then whoever posted it deletes it.
Yeah.
And someone had screenshot and says, "Oh, don't delete it. Let's repost. Don't dirty delete."
Yeah, I am a.
Are you?
I screenshot everything.
Oh my gosh. The only time I would ever do that is if I'm gonna sit it in my group chat and be like, "Y'all see this?"
Yeah, it's crazy. I literally, my cousin came home. Y'all have heard me talk about my cousin Tracy. She came home and I said, "Y'all, I need y'all." I literally sat at my aunt's round table and passed my phone around because someone had put in this group message for everybody to read something very intimate between her and her husband. And I was like, you could not pay me enough to put something that personal in one of those groups at all. And then it's like half of the people are like, oh, he's just curious. And the other half is like, you probably should divorce him. Crazy that we're asking advice from people online that we have no idea who they are. Insane. Anyways.
That's what I was saying. I don't understand why we interact and allow the commentary to go on with strangers we know nothing about.
Nothing at all.
Or
take advice from someone that like.
How you know they ain't secretly done something like that?
You right?
Nope. Let me stop. Moving on.
I used to be the person that commented on everything. I used to be like, okay, well, this is how I feel. And then I finally was just like, it literally takes too much time and energy because they don't stop and they keep messaging you.
Well, and I know I had recently put out a post on social media and I tried to keep my comments to myself.
Yeah, you did.
And then, but some people out of nowhere just randomly, it's almost like they want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to be angry.
Yeah.
And I don't
like
understand.
You have nothing else to do except for sit on social media all day and yell at someone.
Yeah, because I think what pissed them off is I was like, cool down, go touch grass.
Yeah.
Like kick rocks. It's not that serious.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, we're all going to feel a certain way about the things that are being done in the world right now. But the thing is that it's easy to say that we have control because we the people. But at the same time, you're like an ant in a massive anthill with tons of people. Does your opinion really matter?
It doesn't.
And that. I don't even
That's
know what
to be honest with you, that's why I don't really talk politics with anybody.
Correct. Same.
Because at the end of the day, my opinion is not going to change who the president is.
Plus,
right?
I think mine is because I don't know enough about it to fight for it.
Exactly. I also agree with that. There are things that I do think that like people should do. Like, don't wander into a voting booth if you don't know exactly what you're voting for.
Yeah.
Because if we're being honest, regardless if you're Democrat or Republican, there are bad people on both sides, regardless if that is the side that you represent. You need to be mindful of that, which are things that we are not really taught. I don't comment on it because I don't know enough about it. And then I also tell myself, like, my lousy vote isn't going to change the outcome of whatever. Like, it's not going to come down to be like, oh, it's Carrie Norris voting.
I do think every vote counts. That I do believe.
I don't believe that.
But
I think a majority, like, obviously, I don't know. There are people that are to their core politics, just not me.
I know. I can't. I try to have a conversation with my mother about it, and I have to be like, okay, next subject, because I can't, when I'm talking with her about it, I think her and we just have different views on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe everyone is allowed to agree to disagree. But I also made that post I put on social media, like people truly out here ruining family relationships and friendships over stupid stuff. Stupid stuff.
I just like to tell people, right, we have a mutual friend that gets very emotional when we talk about the president or anything. So when I try to talk to them about it, I want them. I'm all about conversation for you to change my mind. Make me, but sometimes it feels like when you have conversations with people, it's like their view only. They can only see their view. They're not open. Like you're
Yeah,
open
like
to hear
blinders are
them,
on.
but they're not open to hear you. And with that, and that's normally why I just don't engage in those conversations. Don't care what party you represent. If I love you, I love you. Like,
What's? Oh, never mind. You said I love you, and it made me think of one song. I can't remember. I love you, I love you, I love you. These
Yeah.
words are mine. I don't know all the words. I just know it popped in my head. Okay, so I do want to ask, and this is up for debate too. I want to ask our viewers and listeners as well. Do you think that the internet would be better if the comments disappeared?
yes.
What do you guys think?
Okay, wait, because there is
Where
an
goes
option.
all your reading material?
Listen, there is an option for you to disable comments, but then now that pees me off because now I want to comment.
But I'm talking about, would it be better if they just never existed? Like, you could post something and you could put it out there and just stand there and be like, come at me, bro. And can't nobody say a damn word to you. They'd have to call you up.
Yeah.
Or they'd probably have to private message you and tell you what they thought. But even private messaging,
But
I don't
that's
think
what
would be
I'm
a bad
saying.
idea because then it's not public.
That is an option on your posting is you can disable the comment so nobody can comment. So they would literally have to come at you directly and not put it on. But you're right. It would make us not be able to read the comments, and I don't want you to do that.
How do you guys feel about that? Do you think the internet would be better if we had comments disappear?
No, because we want to read them. We want to read the 400.
Or maybe there should be like a limit of just 5.
Mm-hmm.
5 comments. First come, first serve.
You say the wrong word on social media, you're going to jail. To jail.
Damn ChatGPT too. I swear, I just ask it one thing and it's like, this may violate so and so.
And you're like, just do it. Shut up. Shut up.
Now I do respect the fact that it's obviously there because you don't know if someone's using it inappropriately than what it's there for. But I use mine for business. That's why it's an investment.
Yeah.
But I did want to ask too, because obviously you and I, we agree to disagree. We talk about this all the time. Do you think that we have lost the ability to disagree respectfully?
Yes. Because I think people don't know how to control their emotions. I think you and I do it very well. We disagree and we still love each other and we
because I'm also open-minded. So are you. You said prove me wrong. I'm the same way. Like, I'm not ignorant to the fact that I could be wrong about something. If you can tell me, or
it's not even prove it wrong. If you can tell me why you think that I should change my mind, I'm going to give you the chance to tell me. Like, I'm going to give you the chance to prove your case. And then if I don't change my mind and I still stand strong in my opinion, then that's what it is. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I do think that people just lack respect altogether sometimes. It's just the individual.
Or they forget where they come from.
Yeah. So I think it is, that is a lot of reasons why people can't agree to disagree. Because
well, do you think everyone's opinion should be respected?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Okay. What about you guys?
Absolutely.
Oh, I was just asking the question. I'm not disagreeing with you.
No, I think everybody's voice matters. And if you think that your voice matters more than someone else's, regardless of what your opinion is, then you're a problem. You are. Like, if I can't say, hey, this is my opinion, and you say, this is my opinion, what gives your opinion more validation than my opinion?
True.
We are all entitled to our own opinion.
Yep.
So, anyways.
All right.
That got a little wild.
Good, as it should. As
I
it
was
should.
a little spicy there.
Well, and that was subject of topic.
That actually does get under my skin.
But this is why I'm asking.
Your opinion is not get more validation than my opinion. So.
And that's why I wanted to talk about this, because it's very much in the now. And it's not that I definitely think, I mean, obviously I titled it, Are We Addicted to Being Outraged? I don't think that's the case, but I do want to ask, you know how how the Joker always says, why so serious? I feel like, why are you so angry? I feel like there's so many people out there that are angry over the stupidest is not a word, but stupidest.
The stupidest?
We're going to put that in.
Stupid is not a word.
Can we do like a Carrie dictionary, and then the glossary page will have a couple of Todd's words in
Yeah,
there?
absolutely.
Okay, but I mean, this is why I wanted to talk about it, because I even know that there are a couple things that can tend to make me a little angry. You already know I'm a blinker. Better use that blinker in your car. That will always be a pet peeve of mine, and I will always get angry if you get in front of me. It don't. And I've tried, right?
What
so
if they
Carrie
leave
told
it
me,
on?
she was like, you don't know what the reason is. I've tried to be patient and understand. But when I see you weaving through traffic on purpose and you're not using a damn blinker, where are you trying to get so fast?
They might have diarrhea.
Stop. No, I'm not. I'm
Okay,
not going with
hang on. I didn't really use my blinker last week. You want to know why? Because I went and had coffee with Miss Joyce, and she texted me the day before and told me to meet her at Starbucks. I thought she said on Western, so I went to the mall one, right? She calls me and she goes, where are you at? I said, at Starbucks. Where are you at? She said, I'm at Starbucks on Yob. So she had said, meet me at the Starbucks by Walmart. Okay.
Your hands are so cold.
I know. I'm freezing. I told you. So she said, tell me what you want. I had cash with me. She said, tell me what you want and I'll go ahead and order it. I made it from Western Boulevard to Yop Road. We walked through the doors and they just brought our drinks out, or just put our
so
drinks out.
you were the one weaving through the traffic with no blinkers.
Yes, I was.
You could have caused an accident.
No, I couldn't. Cash goes, Mom, on Life 360, it says we're in a race car. I was like, we are. Hang on tight. Put your seatbelt on.
Oh, Lord.
It was so funny.
How do you feel about people cutting in line? I know that in elementary school is where this started for everybody, but you cannot tell me that there are not people out there as adults who still get pissed off when you cut them in line.
I literally just watched a TikTok at a water park where these two people were trying to cut, and this gentleman was like, no, you're not going through. I think it's just morally incorrect, okay? But at the same time, like, if it's one person cutting me, and I've been standing in this line, especially at amusement parks, right? That's usually when the majority of it, or you're waiting in line to get Pokemon cards, right?
Or you're trying to get into a club.
Well, the club part.
The curb.
The curb.
The club. I didn't say it. I was all up on the microphone. I couldn't get my L in there. The club.
I think that's one thing to like be upset about, but okay, I'll tell you. I stood in line Black Friday to get the Taylor Swift book, and had someone cut me, I probably would have lost it because it's limited supply. So if it is limited supply and I've gotten there early to be able to get it, then we're gonna have a problem. But
it's definitely
if we're
a big
all
thing if
trying
it's
to
an
go down the
exclusive.
water slide, save the argument. Let them.
At that point, go ahead, because that's clearly a signed final destination your ass was supposed to go before me. So go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
think also, like when people try to get me to cut, hey, come up here. I'm like, no, I'm good. Either you come back here, or we'll just go on a different.
You're not wrong, though. There are some, like, theme parks, I get it, because if you pay, you've got those that feel like, oh, they pay a lot of money, and they can just go up there, and then you see them bring all their friends, and they jump up there, too, and I'm like, for real?
And I
For
also
real.
think it's not so much adults as it is teenage children who.
Oh, people in their 20s, too.
The way I want to be like, where is your mama? Go get your mama, because I know, like, teach your children to be better. Like, we're not cutting in amusement parks. We're not cutting if there's a line. Like, things that I will teach
I
my
love how
children.
Mama Carrie comes out when we
It
talk
doesn't-
about
it-
these things.
Majority of these people know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay, how do you feel, Carrie?
I'm so sorry. I'm
I'm going to have to, like, glue this microphone to the
fix my
table.
jacket. I'm freezing.
Okay.
Feel my hand.
How do you, I know, how do you feel about people who recline their seat on an airplane?
It's supposed to go like that. I don't really care. But I've also only been on an airplane 2 times, so.
Have you seen the videos on Facebook of people getting angry
and I'm
about
like,
it?
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
I think they got that from Miss Swan from Mad TV a long time ago.
If people recline their seat, it's because it is designed to do that. It is.
Yeah. I blame the airlines. Why y'all trying to fit so many damn people on that plane? Now, you know that us big guys, like, if I recline in front of Carrie Carrie will have no space to drink her cocktail or her cranberry juice while she's flying.
Well, there
Because you can't put your
is.
tray down.
So then pay extra to sit in the handicap or in the, not the handicap, you know what I'm talking about?
First class?
No, pay
Business.
extra to sit in the seat by the exit.
Do you actually know that it's cheaper to sit in the exit handicap areas?
You have more space. So sit there.
So when me and Adam flew back from Vegas, we chose the exit seats on purpose because there was more legroom for us.
And it tells you that when you're buying your ticket.
But I will tell you next time, I will not sit side by side with Adam. You were talking about two big ass guys side by side in these small ass airplane chairs. I had to literally have my arms crossed like this for 11 hours. And the only break I got is when I could get up to go to the bathroom and stretch in the bathroom.
That's wild.
It's crazy. See, you're tiny, petite. You fit in those chairs comfortably. I would not.
Then buy two.
And I can't even sit in the damn aisle. Wait, asshole. Asshole over here. Okay, anyways.
You want to be accommodated, you have to pay for the accommodation.
I know, I did tell Adam, if we ever fly more than 10 hours, I
or
want
pay for
business
first
or first
class.
class.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Have you seen those flights to Japan?
you can't buy
lay down
you
with the
can't
hot-
buy an $80 ticket and be like, why am I not getting luxury service back here?
Okay, nowhere that I have ever flown has been an $80 ticket. Ever.
Oh, you ain't must have flown on Spirit yet.
Well, Spirit's gone.
Spirit, you need to also know how to drive a plane because the pilot made
Carrie, Spirit is gone.
Where did it go?
They're done.
Now they got Breeze.
Am I
Same
wrong?
thing.
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Listeners,
there's
I'm pretty
like
sure.
Breezeway that flies like direct places now too, and they're really
Yeah, but
cheap.
I'm pretty sure
But-
Spirit went out of business. They're not there anymore.
Yeah, but how about because they have had so many fights on them?
Frontier needs to go.
Mm.
Frontier, you need to go.
And it do?
I was in a TikTok video. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Because of our flight back from Vegas.
Oh.
We were on
See,
Frontier.
that's why I don't.
They
be
put us on the plane,
flying.
took us off. Put us on the plane, took us off. Put
If
us on the
it's
plane,
in
took us
driving
off.
distance, I'm driving.
Well, the thing was, it was one of those crazy things, right? Because they kept saying it was maintenance issues,
Mhm.
and then, oh, sorry, the pilot ran out of hours, so he can't fly. So now we have to wait for another pilot to come in on an incoming flight, and then they
Nope.
put us on the plane. They're
Nope.
like, oh, the ice
Nope.
repair or something like that wasn't working, and then someone was asking if a child could have water, and it got all put on TikTok because this lady was like, if y'all complain one more time, we're not flying you out at all. Like, there was just a whole bunch
Yeah.
of shit going on.
Yeah, guilty pleasure here. I love watching people at the airport get mad, and I like watching what happens to them. I'll be on part 8 still watching it hour in because I don't know.
Like that part when they're like,
Airports
stay
and-
tuned for part 2.
Yeah. No, it's like part 1, part 2. Like if it says like part 3, I gotta go part 1 first, and then I gotta watch all the parts. Crazy, insane. Guilty pleasure though.
All right, so let me ask. I'm going to ask you and them. How do you feel about restaurants getting your order wrong?
I've already hit on this.
But people get angry.
They do, and I think this is just where we learn to give a little grace. You have to think that it's usually a couple cooks cooking for 200 people. I'm not saying that it's accurate that they should, but I do think
Because
that
you
there's
said this before about your cheese sticks came out cold.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you know what? I could have been like, oh, I'm not paying for these cheese sticks, right? But I didn't. I said, hey, I just want to let you know that this cheese stick is still completely a block of cheese in the middle. And all she said was, and I know it wasn't her fault. It's not the waitress's fault or the
Yeah.
waiter, just so you guys know. They didn't go back there and cook this food. All she just said was, thank you. I'll let the cook know to make sure that they're fully cooked. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, I think that there's a way to deliver that something is wrong. Now, mind you, if y'all get the whole table gets the wrong order. Oh, another thing that will send me over the edge, y'all need to ask the steakhouses what well done, medium well, rare is, because everybody's cook is different.
They need to put like a diagram in their menus.
Yeah,
that
because
kind of
everybody,
show the
yeah,
pink, some pink, no pink, whatever.
Ain't nothing make me more madder than when someone goes and is like, I want a medium, and this is, and they're like, well, that is our medium, ma'am, and Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
and every
a whole
steakhouse
thing.
is different. Yeah,
Every steakhouse is different. So
I agree. All right, I have another one. This one, I think sometimes I don't get angry, like angry.
hmm
I'm just like, damn it, for real, why you ruin that for me? But one of the biggest things is someone spoiling a TV show or a movie for you. It gets done on social media so often.
that's me.
There is one show that I do watch where I love that when you're scrolling and scrolling, it'll say spoiler alert 3, 2, 1. So if you don't want to see, you can swipe right past it. But the
that's
other
cool.
ones, other people will post what they think about it and this and that. And I'm just like, why?
Oh
Why?
yeah, I'm a spoiler alert.
You are.
I am. I am.
How do you guys feel about that? Do any of you guys out
I'm like
there
not
get
to give
angry?
too much information, and then I tell the whole story.
Like, that is probably my problem, is because I think I have done that once. Someone will ask me about a movie and I'll be telling them, and then somebody else will be in the room and be like, well, don't say it because I ain't watched it yet. But then I start getting so
Yeah.
passionate, excited about it that I've got to finish the story.
Yeah, that's how I am.
I don't know.
Exactly how I am.
Okay, so people filming strangers in public.
Oh, I love watching these videos on social media. It's my favorite, especially like the auditors. Oh, it just
The auditors.
yeah, like the people that go into like post office, like public buildings, and people get so mad at them, but they're doing their job, which is recording of whatever it may be, and people don't right not knowing the information before you open your mouth. Public buildings you can record in.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like public streets, or when people are like, "Oh, this is private property." No, it's not. It's a public street.
I love when they're like, you can't bring your phone past this. You can't video past this point.
Yeah. You not knowing the rules, or I'm going to call the cops, and then the cops get there, and then guess who is made out to be a ASS? The person that called the cops, because they don't know the rules. If it's public, people can record. It is not illegal to record. Or like people are like, oh, you're not allowed to record my kids. Then get them off the public street. Point blank period. Get them off the street.
I love the Karen videos when
Oh,
people
yeah.
film the Karens at the airport, the store, getting pissed off. I think they're
I really love it when they get arrested too.
I don't.
Like if they physically put their hands on. I watched one this weekend where she like walked by and slapped the camera out of the gentleman's hand, and then the recorder called the police, and then she got arrested.
The ones that get me is, like I was saying before, like it's not even getting your order wrong, but the videos that I see of the Karens in the fast food places and how they lean over the counter to slap the person at the cashier register
Mm-hmm.
or the cash register. Why did I
Oh,
say cashier?
I love the ones that react. I love when they go, "Oh heck no!"
Or
They
they
take
like
their apron
sling their
off.
drink on you over.
Mhm.
I remember when I worked at Hardee's, I was still in high school and senior year,
Mhm.
actually. And I remember this woman got so mad because they have on these cups, and I'm sure you guys know, and everyone is the same. Everyone wants their drink filled all the way to the very damn top, but they have lines on these cups that show how much drink to put in there, how much ice to put in
Yeah.
there. This woman got upset and she was like, well, I thought the customer was always right. And then she was like, I used to work here. And I told her, I said, well, respectfully, you don't work here now. She got mad and opened up her drink and threw it on me through the window.
Okay, so the reason
Because I didn't fill her cup to the brim with orange soda.
So one day when I was like 15,
Tell it.
me,
Tell on
my
yourself.
mom, and my stepdad went to Wilmington, and we had went through the drive-thru at McDonald's, and my mom had ordered. My stepdad is just very plain, like meat and sandwich. Don't put any condiments. Don't put any lettuce. Nothing. Well, we had went through. She had already told the lady at the speaker twice that she wanted a chicken sandwich with nothing on it. She gets to the first window to pay for it. Said, "Hey, can you just make sure that sandwich says nothing on it?" It doesn't. We get to the window for our food, and they bring the sandwich out. And my mom is very adamant, like, don't pull off. She is the one that's like, if my order's wrong, she will get mad. So my mom goes, don't drive off. She checks the sandwich. She sends it back. They go, okay, it's fixed. They bring it back out, and my stepdad, because he thought it was fixed, gives it to my mom and pulls off just enough where the window is between my mom's car and the next vehicle. And my mom got out of the car, and she walked up to the window, and she slung that chicken sandwich through that window. And I said, and this is when my mom gets arrested. Like, what? And she just yelled at them and was like, this is, once again, like, I've asked y'all 5 times, and it's still incorrect. And she slung that sandwich, and my stepdad was like, "Yep, I don't even want the sandwich anymore. We aren't getting it. Like, okay, it's time to pull off."
I
Crazy.
do not play when it comes to food, and I just and yeah, be respectful too. I think when you guys are going through the drive-throughs, because you've got to realize who is making your food,
Mm-hmm.
and nowadays a lot of them are 20s or teens,
Yeah.
so they just slapping that shit together and throwing it out the window.
Yeah.
But Adam actually told me that he the fast food places in Japan. He said that it actually, when you get it served to you, that it looks like the photo.
Yeah. People here don't care.
No, not at all.
They're just trying to make $1, and they don't care what the sandwich looks like. I mean,
I don't know one Big Mac that has ever looked identical to the picture that I've eaten.
and they're normally cold. Very seldom will you get, like, if you go at 11 o'clock on the day that lunch starts being served, you may get a hot one. But I don't eat.
It
I
ain't
don't
gonna
eat
look pretty,
I
though.
don't eat McDonald's, so
I do. I love their Big Macs.
I don't. Yeah.
But my mama craved Big Macs when
my-
she was pregnant with me, so
my-
I think that's
My
why.
husband was like, you shouldn't eat that processed meat. I was like, okay.
Well, we haven't eaten it in a while. Like, we haven't had a lot of fast food whatsoever, but that's besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so biggest question I want to ask all of you guys out there: is there anything that outrages you, or is there anything that makes you angry, or if there's anything that you think that you've seen that we need to hear about or you want to share with us?
Mm-hmm.
Make sure to comment. And you guys know the drill. We say it every single week. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the
Yep.
podcast. And here is our link. You could follow all of our platforms here, or if you know someone that needs to hear this episode, make sure to share it
Yeah.
with them as well. We're happy that you guys are here.
Mhm.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.